Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. Starting from the UAE, the Gulf News reports that Sheikh Mohammed announced the launch of a $1 million global award and the establishment of the UAE Water Research Agency to find sustainable solutions to water scarcity around the world. The paper also reports that with a general election due in Britain by May 2015, Prime Minister David Cameron reset his cabinet in a major reshuffle, signaling that he intends to seek a second term by staking out a more right-wing and Eurosceptic approach. From Saudi Arabia, the Arab News reports that Saudi Arabia has denounced the brutal Israeli aggression on the Palestinians in Gaza and has urged the UN Security Council and the Human Rights Council to realize their responsibilities and apply the Fourth Geneva Convention against Israel to stop its crimes against atrocities against the Palestinian people. The paper also reports that the US imposition of anti-dumping and countervailing duties on Saudi steel pipes exports will weaken the competitive edge of the kingdom's products in US markets. From Beirut, the Daily Star reports that Israel urged 100,000 Gazans to flee their homes Wednesday, but the warning was largely ignored as the military intensified its 9-day campaign after Hamas snubbed the ceasefire effort. The paper also reports that a forensic expert told judges at the Special Tribunal for Lebanon that the bombing that killed former Prime Minister Rafiq al-Hariri left a blast crater that was over 11 meters wide at the top and nearly 2 meters deep. The Egypt Independent leads front page reporting that Al-Masri Al-Yawm has conducted a survey for 6 months on a sample of pupils with results showing that 1 out of every 6 pupils of preparatory school level do not know how to read and write. The paper also reports that the Consumer Protection Agency warns citizens of buying medical products not registered with the Ministry of Health due to its danger to public health after citizens complained they were harmed by products advertised on satellite channels. And now let's take a look at the top Middle East news from UK papers. The Telegraph leads Middle East news reporting that President Bashar al-Assad has been sworn in for a new 7-year term after his victory in last month's election that affirmed his grip on power more than 3 years into Syria's civil war. The paper says that Mr. Assad is due to give a speech for the occasion that will set out his policy for the coming 7 years later in the day. The Guardian leads Middle East news reporting that Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet was in disarray as the Israeli Prime Minister came under fire from several of his most senior ministers for his handling of the crisis in Gaza. The paper adds that the storm of public criticism from his own ranks resulted in the sacking on Tuesday night of the Deputy Defense Minister Danny Danon, a member of Netanyahu's own Likud party. Also from the UK, the Independent leads Middle East news reporting that ISIS fighters have captured much of eastern Syria in the past few days, while international attention has been focused on the Israeli bombardment of Gaza. The paper says, using tanks and artillery seized in Iraq, it has taken almost all of oil-rich Deir ez-Zor province and is battling to crush the resistance of the Syrian Kurds. And the Mirror reports that a young British man who appeared in a chilling terror video has been shot dead in a gun battle in Iraq. The paper says 26-year-old Abdul Raqib Amin is believed to be the first UK jihadists to be killed in the war-torn country. And now let's take a look at the top Middle East news in international papers. From China, the Global Times leads Middle East news reporting that US and Bahrain officials have been attempting to tiptoe around last week's political controversy that led to the expulsion of a top American diplomat to the tiny island in an effort to preserve their strategic bilateral relationship. The paper adds that Bahrain's Foreign Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa has expressed confidence that the two countries will overcome this issue and continue to move forward in their relations in all fields. From the US, the International New York Times reports that Iraqi lawmakers elected a new speaker on Tuesday, taking a small but critical step towards ending the political deadlock that has frozen decision-making as military victories by Sunni militants threaten to the country's existence. The paper adds that Tuesday's decision represented something of a breakthrough since it starts the clock for setting up the entire government. And from Germany, the Deutsche Welle reports that UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has urged all countries to enforce a finance and arms embargo against the Islamist extremist group ISIS. The paper adds that he also called on Iraq's divided factions to end their current political deadlock, stressing the importance of the spirit of national unity and reconciliation, non-sectarianism and non-violence. And for more updates, visit our website levant.tv. Thanks for watching Press Review. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, and bye for now.